And welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for Smackdown Live, and we have started a little bit earlier than usual. So yeah, super excited to be here a little bit earlier. I am going to look to start earlier going forward, kind of bring back that period before each show where we can do a bit of a preview. So if you are watching this, it is exactly 40 minutes before SmackDown begins. So we're going to be in the pre-show for the next 40 minutes. We're going to be talking about what we can expect to see, what went down on Raw last night. We're going to be talking about all of that good stuff. And then in 39 minutes, this week's SmackDown Live will begin. Hello to everyone that's in the chat. A little bit of a surprise here. I know people weren't expecting us to be starting this early, but I like to keep you on your toes. I like to see how many people are around. So I can see actually there's a fair few people joining us right now. Certainly more than I was expecting. So very, very cool that so many people have stopped by. Eric Keller, shout out to you. Days Jr., Shannon Pickett, Robbie Ainsley asks, what is your favourite figure? I'm quite happy to answer any questions. So I'm quite happy to answer that. I have answered that one a couple of times in the past. I'm going to say the exact same answer I always say. The first figure that always comes to mind, Finn Balor, SummerSlam Elite. I absolutely love that figure. I've got to be honest though, the Ultimate Warrior Hall of Champions, is it? I think it's the Hall of Champions. That blew my mind last year. That blew my mind. That was my favourite Elite figure of 2018, and that is right up there as well. But there's some fantastic figures that are available in stores at the moment. I do think the Nia Jax figure, the Elite figure, looks awesome. I think the Jeff Hardy Elite 67 is really cool. You've got the NXT TakeOver Elites like Ruby Riott, Aleister Black, Killian Dane. All of that series just looks absolutely incredible. There are some fantastic... I would honestly say this is one of... If you're into your wrestling figures, and I know not everyone will be, but if you are into WWE action figures, there is not a better time than right now. I really feel like this might be one of the absolute pinnacles of being an action figure collector, because not only have we got all that, you've got the Ultimate Editions that are about to drop. You've got that new Ronda Rousey Ultimate Warrior we've already seen, looks absolutely awesome. It's good. And not only that, on Raw last night, we saw Braun Strowman beating up that car. You know, the Mattel car, the plastic car you can buy in shops. That was actually used on Raw last night. They actually made a car look like that. And then he ripped the doors off, ripped the bonnet off. I did a reaction video to it, because obviously we were live streaming yesterday during Raw. So I already did my reaction video. And I still can't believe it. I actually had, this is a true story, I actually had Wrestling Shop send me a message today going, can you believe it? Can you believe the car was on Raw last night? It's like, no! Ah! So me and Wrestling Shop were freaking out over that today. Shout out to Nathaniel Goodlet. Hello, Vegan. How are you doing, my friend? Vegan, let me just get this out there right now. We're starting early. We are going to look to start early in the future. You know, and I hope you know, I love what you do with the polls. I am your biggest fan. Like, I want to buy a vegan strong style t-shirt. That's what I want. I want a vegan strong style t-shirt. I would happily wear that. Yes, we're going to start earlier, but it doesn't change the polls. If you want to jump on, do them early, that's absolutely fine. If you want to leave them for the main show, that's absolutely fine. Whatever works. Whatever works. Hello, Kevin. How are you, my friend? In Wave 2 of Ultimate Edition, you will have Bret Hart. Yes, and did you hear the other figure? It's only a rumour, but apparently someone at the Mattel stand I don't know where it was. I think it was New York Toy Fair, was telling people Nakamura and Bret Hart are going to be Series 2 of the Ultimate Editions. Let me just send this message out to let people know that we're here a little bit earlier this evening. You might remember when we were on YouTube before, we used to start an hour before the show, and that just gave us a good chance to get the stream set up, answer any questions anyone's got, throw a few ideas around, talk about Raw the day before, talk about what we might be seeing and what might be happening on the show, throw some crazy theories around, get everything wrong, and then the show begins. And I do want to move towards that. I did miss that on Twitch, and the reason we took it away was because when the stream finished on Twitch, I then had to move the file to YouTube, and the shorter the video, the shorter the stream, the quicker and easier we could move it to YouTube. But now we're back on YouTube. Doesn't matter. We can start whenever. We could just keep streaming all the way through to next week if we want to. So we're not going to do that. But yes, I am going to look to start a little bit earlier. Hey Days, have you got any of the WWE SH fig arts? Great question. Yes, I have the Stone Cold one. And it's really cool. I feel like I did a review video on it. They've stopped making them now. You can't get them. Did you know? How about this? See, this is why I love this. Did you know? A lot of people watching this might not know what SH fig arts are. They are super detailed figures, similar to the Ultimate Editions that are coming out from Mattel, but these sold for like £50. They were like really expensive, but super, super detailed. They made a Vince McMahon SH fig arts. There's images of it online, but it never got released. Oh, how about that for a free little didn't get released? And I think, I've not seen the pictures, but I think they made the Big Show as well, and that also didn't get released. I haven't seen the pictures on that one, but I have seen Vince McMahon. Shout out to BJK13. Hello to the thickest one of them all. Jamie McKay. Yeah, Jamie McKay. Notifications are just absolute trash for me at the moment. No notifications getting sent out, so it is what it is. But, yeah, I thought we would start a little bit earlier. Obviously, we've got a few things to talk about. Shane McMahon is going to explain why he turned heel. So, let's explore that. We've spoken a little bit about figures. We can always come back to figures. But why do you think Shane turned heel? Shane McMahon explains why he turned on The Miz. Why do you think that was? I think it's because he doesn't want to share the Best in the World title. I think it's because he won that tournament and he's frustrated that The Miz has kind of stolen some of his spotlight. Doesn't explain why he would attack Miz's dad, though. Why would he attack Miz's dad? That doesn't make any sense. Juan Sebastian saying, what will Shane say tonight? Yes. Was Vince a vintage figure in his 80s tracksuit? No, he was in a normal suit. He was just in a suit. So he was just modern day Vince for that SH fig arts. Shane was drunk. Efren the villain. Yes, Shane was drunk. That would be amazing. Could you imagine if he was like, look, I'm so sorry. I was trashed. I was absolutely out of my head. That would be amazing. I can't see him saying that. Because he feels that Miz has repeatedly let him down. Jim Gore is here. Great friend of the channel, Jim Gore. Yeah, I could see that being true because he feels that the Miz has repeatedly let him down. The Miz got pinned. But would that explain why he attacks his dad? I understand why he would turn on the Miz and take his frustration out on the Miz, but why would he attack Miz's dad? unless it was a heat of the moment thing. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a great heel turn. Really was done so well. One of the most enjoyable heel turns I have seen in a long time. Shane was not drunk, says Warren Moore. Let's get that cleared up right now. I heard something about Vince. What is going on? Well, apparently Vince is going to explain why he doesn't want Kofi in the title picture. Shane got... Oh, AJ Styles crossing a line. Leading to a match at Mania, definitely. Think Shane's going to say something about Vince. What, you think Shane's going to say, what? My dad's never been there for me and I'm frustrated that your dad is there for you. What? I don't know. That's starting to get a bit messy, isn't it? I'd go down the drunk angle. Let's say he's drunk. Because Mr. Miz is a bad dad. Ooh. Shout out to Harsh Prathai. I like these 12 a.m. starts. I can be in bed at 2 a.m. Yes, it is better here in the UK. It is better that it starts that little bit earlier. They might heat them up so it can be a hand... You think it's going to be Miz and Mr. Miz versus Shane at WrestleMania? I'm not saying that's not going to happen. I'm just going to say it's highly unlikely. But I would love to see it. I would love to see it. That would be a lot of fun. He turned because he asked Miz not to mess up, and he messed up. Okay. Don't know what I'm looking forward to. Smackdown or going to bed at 2. Wrestle Factor saying, what's up? What's up, my friend? What is up? If you don't normally stop by, thank you for stopping by. We're here live streaming all throughout this build-up. We're 28 minutes away from the start of this week's SmackDown Live. And as we said, Shane McMahon's going to explain why he attacked Miz and Mr. Miz. We've already been exploring that in the chat. But the next thing is apparently Vince might be telling us why Kofi... he doesn't want Kofi in the title picture. Now, why do we feel that is? Why did Vince let Mustafa Ali have a title opportunity, but not Kofi Kingston? That didn't make much sense to me, if I'm being honest. I couldn't understand why Vince allowed Mustafa, but not Kofi. How does Kofi get his shot? We should try and book it. Yeah, I'm down for that. I feel like Kofi needs to take things into his own hands now. I think he needs to... could you imagine if Kofi Kingston hits Vince McMahon? Like, just that frustration builds up and he strikes out. And maybe Vince could say, okay, you're in the title match, I'll give you what you want. But if you lose, you have to retire. How about that? How about that? So, title versus career. You've waited 12 years for this opportunity, Kofi. I'll give it to you. You can be in that match, and you can be in that match at WrestleMania. But if you lose, you're done. No New Day. The New Day will have to split up. Your career will be over. You will never have been WWE champion. You won't be my problem anymore. I love that. Because Kofi is not main event material. I honestly don't see Kofi as a top guy. Why would they push Kofi into a top spot? It's a good point. Mustafa was handpicked by Vince for that triple threat. Kofi to AEW question mark. I honestly think, right, I totally understand what the chat is saying there. Is Kofi Kingston a main event talent? Well, he's rarely used in that main event scene, but he could be, like, for a short period of time. Like, if you think The Miz has been up there, and if you think that Jinder Mahal was WWE champion, I know you might look at, certainly Jinder, and think that was a mistake. They were obviously trying to grow in India at the time. And who knows, you know, maybe they're trying to grow in the Jamaican market right now, and that's why they're trying to push Kofi Kingston. But joking aside, I honestly think there's some great matches for Kofi if he does become WWE champ. I mean, top of my list would be a New Day triple threat. I think a New Day triple threat would be absolutely fantastic, and you wouldn't want to do that for something like the United States title. That's a big deal. The New Day have been a big group, so I would put the title in there. I'd put the WWE title in that, and then after that, you can have a one-on-one singles match, Kofi versus Big E. Big E is a main event talent. Big E is ready for that scene. He's been ready for years. So I honestly think that Kofi could win the title, retain it in a triple threat, and then lose it one-on-one against Big E. I just think that would be a great match. And not only have you got that match, but you could do Kofi against Mustafa Ali, which I think would be a great SmackDown Live match. You could do Kofi. There's so many new matches. Just opens up this whole new world. I mean, Kofi against Shinsuke Nakamura. Why not? I'd be quite interested to see it. It's not a match we normally see. He could be bigger than John Cena. Kofi could be the next Hulkamania. Kofi Mania. What if the New Day is on the line with the WWE title? New Day must break up if Kofi loses. Love it. Love it. Big fan of that. I think all of that kind of emotional stuff, you've got to give Kofi something to lose. There's no, I mean, like Kofi's going to go into, he's going to be in that match. It's going to happen, right? The build to this. There's no way after all of this and people chanting for Kofi, there's no way he's not going to be in that match. So if they're going to give him that opportunity, there's got to be a risk. And I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think that the risk is that the New Day breakup, you lose your career, you're done. 12 years you've waited for this. Well, here it is. If you lose, you're gone. You're done. It's over. Thanks for coming. I watched some Raw reviews today, and people were talking about the weird segment with the car. I was shouting at the screen, you don't understand, it's the Mattel car. Really, were people didn't know? How did it was all over Twitter? How did people not know? Okay, that's weird. I mean, I understand if you didn't know that the car existed, it would look like a weird segment because the story is the Saturday Night Live guys bought Braun a car. Now, why would they do that? Why would they buy Braun a car? And not just any car. That was a pretty sweet car. I mean, granted, it fell apart way too easily. But it doesn't make any sense why they would buy him a car. Unless, and then also, why would Braun trash a perfectly nice car? You'd sell it if you didn't want it, wouldn't you? You'd just sell it, get the money. So, I don't understand. It was messy. If you didn't know the car existed, I think you would lay into that segment. But man, it was cool. We knew the car existed. That makes it cool. Kofi should go back to his boom, boom, boom Jamaica thing. Yes. Do it. Do it, Kofi. It's give the people what they want. SOS! I hear them shouting. Do you remember when he used to come out and he used to be like that, wasn't it? SOS! I hear them shouting. Oh, it was good. That's what I lived for. Do you know what? I've forgotten how much I liked Kofi Kingston when he was before the New Day. I was a big Kofi Kingston fan. I really used to like Kofi Kingston. I feel the same way now about Tyler Breeze. I really like Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze down in NXT was great. And do you remember he had some big matches down in NXT? He had a match against like Jushin Thunder Liger, a takeover Brooklyn 1, I believe it was. And now he's been in this tag team, and I kind of forget how much I rate Tyler Breeze. But I personally would love to see Tyler Breeze being given opportunities. I don't know why they don't. Vince McMahon and Shane versus Miz. Whoa. What do you think? Vince and Shane versus Miz and Mr. Now, you see, I could see that happening. It'd be amazing to see Vince back in the ring, though, wouldn't it? Do I want that, or do I just want Miz versus Shane? I don't know. I don't know what I want. But that's interesting. Days, had the New Day split up and Kofi be given a singles push, would that have been better than where it is now? A really good question. I feel like the New Day has been a very positive thing. I didn't mean that to sound as it did, like the power of positivity. They've been involved in some really fun segments. They've been a group for a very long time. They've felt a little stale sometimes, but by and large, they've been very popular and they've stayed very popular. So you have to give them credit. But yes, I think that for the past few years, the New Day has been a positive thing. But I honestly feel now they could keep going. I'm sure they could find up new ways to stay relevant. I'm bored of the pancake thing. Like, I think they did the Bootios thing for quite a while. They changed it to the pancake thing. If they're going to stay as a team, they need something brand new now. Because I'm over the pancakes. But, yeah, I feel like the time is right for them to split now. I just feel like... Kofi could be a decent singles wrestler, or even he could go forward with Xavier. He could win the title, do all that stuff we were saying, but then he could always form a team, the Newer Day, the Newer Day with Xavier Woods. And then I think this is designed, ultimately, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think this is designed to get Big E into that main event. I think that's why you're seeing all of this happen with Kofi. I think they're rewarding Kofi for all of his years' service, for everything that he's done, for helping the New Day, for being a company guy that always did what was asked of him. I think this is a reward for all of that. But ultimately, it's designed to get Big E into that main event. I don't know how they got to unicorns and pancakes from being preachers to start off. It's a very good point. It's a very good point. They did start as being like gospel preachers. And then before you know it, they're talking about pancakes and unicorns. But I think that was a good change because you might remember people hated the New Day when they first came onto the scene. No one enjoyed the New Day. Days, can you please make a top 100 figures of all time? I would struggle with that. I would struggle because there are a lot, and by a lot I mean literally thousands of Jax figures that I just don't know enough about. My knowledge of Jax isn't that strong because I never collected Jax, I never bought Jax, I never really interacted with Jax. I know a lot of the series, I've seen a lot of the figures, but, you know, could I tell you what the best are? And I don't know if I could, and I would undoubtedly miss something out. I could probably tell you, I mean, I couldn't tell you for sure because everyone's got their own opinions, but I could tell you a very good list of the best Mattel action figures. But I'm not sure I would do a very good job with Jax. So, I don't know, I'm not ruling it out. Hey Days, do you think there should be a Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston no holds barred falls counts anywhere match? I don't mind. To be honest, I would lean towards no. The only reason is because I really feel like the falls count anywhere match is one of the best matches. I think it is so much fun. And we saw that last night. How great was that ending last night to Raw? It was absolutely incredible. It's one of the best Raw matches I have seen in a long, long time. I absolutely loved it. They nailed it. They fought all over the arena. And then that Claymore at the very end with Ambrose in the railings. It was absolutely brilliant. So, big fan of that. If you start to see that match on a regular basis, it will lose its appeal fast, because there's only so much you can really do with that kind of a match. And I just think that you want to keep it, protect it, only do it a few times a year. And honestly, I loved yesterday. The Claymore kick through the metal thingy. Yeah, it was sick, wasn't it? It was sick. I have a Ronda Rousey figure. Do you? I do, actually. Yes, I have 2. I've got the basic, and the last time I was at Wrestling Shop, I picked up the Elite as well. So, yes, I have the basic and the Elite, and I really want to get the Ultimate Edition as well. But it's so hard because you... Certainly being a collector, and I'm sure we're all in the same boat, unless you're all very lucky out there. But you have to pick and choose. Just, there's so many figures, you just can't afford to buy them all. And I certainly can't, so I have to pick and choose. So if I go for one, I know I'm having to leave another one, and that's hard. It's hard to do that. It's like picking your favourite child. Undertaker versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 35. I hope not. I hope not. I think that would be awful. I think both of them are limited now in the ring. I think they need to work with someone that's got a bit of energy, a bit of pace, a bit of agility. I just think that those two working together wouldn't be the best idea. I really don't. So I'm not down for that match. For me, Undertaker versus Finn Balor. It's that match or nothing else. Shannon Pickett says, I love the Jax figures. I had so many. I miss the rings and the little opening where you could put weapons. I had the ring skirts, the mat, the entire stadium almost. That would be it. Could you imagine that? Imagine. Now, this would be expensive, but could you imagine if Mattel made a stadium? Like, you know, actual... like stands of people, so you could build your own arena. How, like, if they made one stand, yeah, say this big, and it had people just standing up, little figures that were standing up, yeah, they could make loads of little figures cheap. No articulation whatsoever, yeah? Maybe some are holding up signs and you can change the signs or something like that, but Mattel make a stand, it's about that big. It's tiered. You get, I don't know, 20 figures in it. Yeah. They could sell that for 15, 20 pound. Same price as an Elite figure. They'd have to look into, could they make it work? But I feel like they could. I feel like if it was flat packed maybe, and you built it yourself, and you put the little figures in, you got a stand like that, and it was 15, 20, and then you could just buy as many as you wanted, and you just put them next to each other. So, you know, if you want an epic stadium, it's going to cost you a fair few £100, but you could build it then, couldn't you? And you could make all this. That'd be so cool. And then, like, there'd be a way of maybe attaching them on top of each other so that you could really start... Like, someone drops £1,000, buys loads, and they build this massive arena. And then you get the entrance stage, put the ring in the middle. Oh, that'd be good, man. That'd be good. Do you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers? That's a random question. But yes, I am a fan. We are 11 minutes away from SmackDown Live, by the way. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, because we are back this weekend, actually, for UFC London. The UFC event comes from O2. So we're going to be doing live reaction to that. Really love watching UFC. I've always, I wouldn't say always, but for a good few years now I've been watching it. But I never live streamed during it. But I started doing that, and the response was so positive that I'm going to look to do that each week. So we're definitely doing that this weekend. And then, of course, we're back next week for Raw, SmackDown, WrestleMania. Not that that's next week, but you know what I'm saying. We're back for it. We've got a poll up as well, a qualifying match for the WrestleMania 20-man Battle Royal. Wow. There we go. Look, we've got a little poll up. You can see just down here. Boo. If you are new to the streams, keep an eye out for Vegan Strong Style in the chat. He will tell you how you can get into those polls. He will tell you what you need to do. So, yes, the man, the myth, the legend. Can't believe Zeus came back. I know. Jose David Soler, shout out to you. 11 minutes till Days screams at the wheel for giving him forfeit. I hope it doesn't give me forfeit. I am starting to run not low. I've got 2 of these left. That is horrific. That one is the crickets. Look at the size of them. And then I've got all these. These ones are really small, but these probably taste the worst out of all of them. They are horrible. So I've got them, and then we've got the, oh my God, look at them. They are honestly huge. Honestly huge. So I need to get these gone before we move on to, we've been doing this for a long time. It's taken me ages to work through all these, but once that's done, I will have consumed everything in this box. I'm not looking forward to the next forfeits, let me tell you. Days, do you ever watch pay-per-views with friends at your place? If you lot count as friends, then yes. If you don't, then no. I don't get time to watch like old pay-per-views because I'm always either doing research, recording, editing, setting up a stream, whatever it might be. So, yeah, I wouldn't get time, unfortunately. Zeus for the Hall of Fame. Well, they tend to put one person in a week, so I don't think we'll see any more Hall of Fame entries. Although I was very pleased with this week. Obviously saw Harlem Heat go into the Hall of Fame, and that was very, very deserved. Very deserved. A lot of confusion as to whether Sensational Sherry goes in as well. They've not announced that she is, which is a real shame because she was a big part of their careers. So, yeah. Hashtag justice for Sherry. The WrestleMania stream will be 7 hours of forfeit. I tell you what, that WrestleMania stream this year will be the first year I live stream during WrestleMania. That stream is going to be absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. I will make a promise right now that will have more figure giveaways and Wheel of Funds and, I mean, like, obviously live reactions, chat, everything is getting turned up for that stream. That is the big one. We have never done a stream that big before, and we are 20 odd days away. So get excited for that, my friends. Get excited for that. We are 7 minutes away. God, that has gone fast. I mean, like, that has gone really fast. I swear, like, we're like 2 seconds ago I was going, we're 40 minutes away. Now we're 7. Amazing. Love having SmackDown live on this early. Days, who do you think Asuka will defend against at WrestleMania? Great question. I would have said Charlotte or Becky. I think the idea that we had on this stream the other day was a good one. And that was Becky loses at Fastlane. She then goes against Asuka, beats Asuka, becomes the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion, and then goes up to Vince backstage. We see it backstage at WrestleMania. Becky going, you see this, yeah? You see that I'm your SmackDown champion. Put me in the Raw match. This now gives me power. This now, yeah, allows me to do whatever I want as champion. Put me in the match. Put me in the match. And then she goes into that match. We still get the triple threat. And I just thought that would have been a lot of fun. So, with that out the window, and what with Alexa being the host, you've got to start worrying now that it's going to be someone like Naomi or Carmella or Mandy Rose or Nia Jax or it's going to be one of those I would call them mid-carders. I would call that your mid-card range. Unless they can get a legend, unless they can maybe convince Nikki Bella. I know people necessarily wouldn't want to see that, but it would make sense from a Total Divas, Total Bellas point of view. You know, you've got to think about they're trying to promote those shows as well. A Paige return would be incredible. If she got cleared and Paige could go... I don't know why Paige isn't the WrestleMania host. Why is Paige not the WrestleMania host? It doesn't make any sense. She should really be the WrestleMania host rather than Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss could be like a manager for someone. But I feel like Paige did a great job as SmackDown general manager. It feels, right, and I could be wrong, but it feels like Paige was only kept around for that film. And as soon as that film hit cinemas, and now they've not got anything for her, they've just gone, cool, thanks, see you later, bye. And now they've got nothing for her. She doesn't do anything. It's crazy. Asuka versus Sonya versus Mandy. They could do that. They could do that. Days, who is wetter? Do you mean better or wetter? Because Batista was pretty wet, wasn't he, last night? Spitting out. It was amazing. I was joking on yesterday's live stream that the next person down to the ring was going to have to swim their way down. There's just spit everywhere. Who's better, Batista or Triple H? I would say Triple H. I would say Triple H. I feel like he can tell a better story in the ring. I can't believe what happened with Ric Flair. Yes, it was a shock. It was great. Great moment, but it was a shock. Fighting with my family was great. I've still not seen it yet. Jamie Goodchard saying it'll probably be a multi-woman's match. I actually think that might be one of the best uses. Maybe a ladder match or something like that, but I don't really feel like that plays to Asuka's strengths. Asuka's strength isn't really a ladder match. She's like hard-hitting, strong style, kicks, hip attacks kind of, do you know what I mean? Martial arts kind of a woman with submissions and everything. So a ladder match might take her out of her comfort zone. Although saying that, she won at TLC. So, yeah, I'm sure they'll think of something. But the rumours were not that long ago they didn't have anything for her. And sadly, I believe that's probably true. They probably don't know what to do. So, we'll have to wait and see. Asuka versus Ember would have been great if they had pushed her. Yeah. Is she injured? That's a good question. I'm not too sure. Nails and NY says, I meant wetter. Well, I'll go with Batista then. I'll go with Batista. I couldn't believe the amount of moisture that came out of that man's mouth. Days came off a shift today as paramedic. Knife crime in the UK is like guns in America. Yes, it's been well documented, hasn't it, how we struggle with knives here. We've got a lot of problems at the moment. The news dominated with Brexit over here at the moment. I'm not saying that's as bad as knife crime, but it certainly gets reported a lot more. Right, my friends, we are, well, 1 minute away now. 1 minute. Asuka versus one of the Sky Pirates. That would be amazing, but it would take a while to build. She's got such a rich history as well. Did you know Asuka used to be in a group with Io Shirai and Io's sister, and they were called Triple Tails, I believe. So there's a whole story that they could explore there. So I feel like that might be a little bit too soon. Days, apparently WWE are in talks with AJ Lee. If we get AJ Lee versus Asuka at WrestleMania, I will explode. Not even joking, I will just explode. That'll be it. I'll be done. There'll be no more streams. AJ Lee is in my top 5 favourite female wrestlers of all time. And actually, Asuka might be as well. I feel like Asuka is certainly up there with the likes of Bull Nakano, Manami Toyota, and Alundra Blaze probably comes to mind. Asuka, AJ. I think that's my top 5. So if we do get Asuka versus AJ Lee, complete dream match territory that would be. C Wrestling, hello my friend. How are you? Hope you are well. Hope you're excited for what should be a fun Smackdown live. Right, that's the coffee done. There's a new wrestler named Rob E. Yes, he's signed with NXT, hasn't he? On the road to WrestleMania. We have begun, my friends. Here come the money. Shane McMahon. Few boos. Yeah, I think we're all curious. Shane McMahon explains himself. That's what I'm going to put here. I hope Vince McMahon really told him off. I hope he got sent to his room. He didn't get any dessert. I bet that happened. I bet he got no dessert from Vince. He's like, how could you do that to Mr. Miz? How could you? We've got the World Cup trophy in the ring. He's going to talk about that. He's going to talk about the fact that the Miz took credit for something that Shane achieved. I'm telling you now. Telling you now, my friends. WWE has reached a deal with Eminem for a track for WrestleMania. Okay. Big E and Woods turn heel and help Vince. Kofi versus Kevin Owens versus Bryan. See that sign? Shane made a mistake. I didn't. Shane made a mistake. Shane looking out at the crowd. Do you remember it all them years ago, 2016, when he first came back? People were like cheering. There was mad bants. Everyone was so happy. Also, whilst I'm thinking about it, Mattel, if you're watching, because I know you do, can you make that World Cup trophy? Because I don't have it, and I want it, because it looks like it's going to be a major part of a storyline. Thank you. Thank you, Mattel. I can see that Shane made a mistake sign. There's a kid in the crowd. Thumbs down. The reviews are in. Shane rolling his eyes. Taking his time. The crowd aren't that against him. What's he calling? He's calling someone. Oh, he's calling the announcer over. He's asking him to step into the ring. JoJo's changed, hasn't she? I don't recognise JoJo these days. Someone shouts, I still love you, Shane. Shane asks to be announced as best in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, best in the world, Shane. Oh, he's grabbed him. He says, say it like you mean it. Whoa. That was a bit better. I'd hit him, Shane. I don't think he did a good enough job. He's unhinged, man. He has. He's grabbed him by the face. Yeah. Yeah, like Bruce. Brilliant. Much better. Yes. And he shakes his hand. See, that's all the guy had to do. That's good management right there. Good management. Why? That guy just hit his own cap off, did he? Shout out to Nick Petrila. Shane has gone full McMahon. What's he saying here? He's had enough. He says he's had enough of people asking for his help. All the superstars, all the employees, the WWE Universe, everyone. Everyone wants something from him. What are the crowd chanting? I don't know what that chant is, but it's awful. Vince hates pancakes. Sign in the background there. Can we just say as well that World Cup is on a lovely blue cloth. It's like blue velvet. Beautiful. Classy. He said that all stopped on Sunday. People asking for his help. It doesn't explain why you had a problem with Mr. Miz. I don't think Mr. Miz asked for anything from you, did he? Or did he? He didn't. No, you're not. You can finish there. He goes, look, I'm not the best in the world. No, that's it. Don't even finish that sentence. You're not. I wonder if this storyline was originally designed for Kenny Omega. Do you think they thought we'll build up best in the world and then Kenny could come in and claim he is the best in the world?
And that's why it felt so good when it started Sunday, when again I was beating the holy hell out of the Miz. And the sweet part is the last thing that the Miz saw when I was choking him out.
He said the last thing the Miz saw. Baked potato face! He has got a baked potato face! Baked potato! Baked potato! Baked potato face! He said Sunday set a spark off in him. Get used to it. This is good. Shane says this isn't a request because you work for me.
I had such an amazing time beating your ass that I'm going to continue that very notion
At WrestleMania.
on the grandest stage of them all.
There we go.
WrestleMania.
So Shane wants to beat The Miz at WrestleMania. Get ready.
For another best in the world beating. And it's going to feel to me awesome.
Shane says he's going to deliver a beating that will feel to him awesome. I came to play. There we go then. Shane McMahon. What if The Miz beats up Vince? I mean, that career-wise, that would be stupid, but Kofi Kingston will get a WrestleMania opportunity tonight. What's going on? Kofi Kingston gets a WrestleMania opportunity. The man is in the house tonight. See what the man's got to say. Well, that didn't explain why he attacked George Washington. No. But it did involve the line that Miz's dad looked like a baked potato. So For me, I forgive anything else. For me, perfect promo. Perfect promo. Baked potato. Shane McMahon. To face Miz at Mania. Miz at Mania. We've got Aleister Black now. Yeah. The Dutch Destroyer. Still using the NXT graphic. How can he be NXT when he's literally used on every show apart from NXT? Eight-man tag match. No. Why? Eight-man tag match. Eight-man tag match, guys. How depressing is that? Horrible. Eight-man tag. Propaganda. And now I'm calling you out. So, Aleister Black making his way down. We're sure to get Ricochet. Who else will we see? The Usos. And probably the Bar. And probably some other people. Shout out to Logan Nero. Shout out Dylan the Gamer. Eight-man tag, yes. How awful. No, I mean, look, an okay opener. Didn't really say anything we weren't expecting. It doesn't explain. I tell you what it doesn't explain. Why did he have enough of everyone asking for his help and asking for opportunities and asking for all this kind of stuff? Why did it happen in that moment? Why was it that moment after they'd just lost that he snapped? It doesn't explain that. They are being considered NXT until after Mania and the shake-up when they join just one brand. Oh, C Wrestling in the know. Thank you very much, C. I can't wait for Brock Lesnar and his army of farm ninjas to take them all out. That is going to happen. There's no two ways about it. That will definitely happen. If you have just joined us, Shane McMahon has opened the show. He's made an announcement that he wants to continue his beatdown of The Miz, but this time on the grandest stage of them all. And he also said that The Miz's father looked like a baked potato. It has to be one of the best lines I've heard this week. Days is Black Ricochet. It's Black Ricochet and the Hardys versus Bar and Naka Rusev. Naka Rusev. He should have said he was drunk. That would have been funnier. Yes. Mr. Monkey says, because the creative team. That is the standard answer for pretty much every bit of bad booking or questionable decision. Because the creative team. The creative team that involves Dana Warrior. Who, I don't know what she does, so I can't criticise, because she might be giving us the good stuff. If you've just joined us, Vince McMahon's son takes on Mr. Baked Potato's son at Mania. Yes. Could you imagine if somehow Baked Potatoes become a part of this feud? That would be epic. Maybe when The Miz comes out, he can throw baked potatoes into the crowd. I can't see any health and safety nightmares by doing that. So, yeah. Do you imagine that? Like, there's one thing having a pancake hit you in the face, but a full-blown baked potato. Incredible scenes. Incredible. Rusev is T-Series. Should be called Rusev's Knackers. Oh, cheeky. Cheeky. I see what you've done there. Shane looks like he eats a baked potato for dinner at least once a week. How does a person look like that? I'm confused. What does that look like? Apparently, it looks like Shane McMahon. So we are going back. We are at commercial break. We do have an 8-man tag. Literally no one is excited. No one. Although it will be nice to see the Hardys. Hardys' entrances have gone. What, are they already in the ring? Oh, they are? I like the fact that Matt Hardy's not woken anymore. I like that. I don't know why, but the woken thing just wasn't working. Hardy Boys and Rico Black versus Rusev's Knackers and the Bar. Jesus, that is a long... That is like, if anyone joins us now, they are not going to have a clue what is going on. I'm going to be like, who the hell is Rico Black? What is Rusev's Knackers? Who the hell's Receives? Who's Receives? Receives Knackers. It's a brand new Indian tag team that are coming in. Receives Knackers. So good being in Scotland, being able to watch WrestleMania since it's a holiday. Oh, it's a holiday, is it? I bet it's not good being in Scotland right now. You guys are getting battered with a storm. We've got a little bit of it here, but I think we've managed to avoid it. Nakamura is in the ring with Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy giving the delete sign. Matt Hardy, of course, saying he's now learnt to control his woken wonderness. He's in there with Sheamus. This match, of course, means absolutely nothing. Doesn't matter who wins. Doesn't matter who loses. It doesn't matter if we watch it or not. Sorry, but I hope you get forfeit. Brilliant, thank you. I mean, like, there was no need to say that. We're not even doing a Wheel of Fun right now, but thanks. That team looks like a modern League of Nations. Ugh. Ugh. Do you remember them? It does, actually. God, yeah, good point. You've got Sheamus from Ireland, Cesaro from Switzerland, Rusev from Bulgaria, sometimes Russia, but Bulgaria, and Nakamura from Japan. And then you've got Lana, who just keeps changing where she's from, sometimes Russian, sometimes American. You're absolutely right. It is a modern-day League of Nations. So glad that faction isn't around anymore. And what a waste of Nakamura putting him in a group like that. Nakamura is so much better than that. They just limit him too much. Days, put Fortnite Dance on the Wheel of Fun. Is that where you do the thingy? The floss? Isn't that like so 2018? Days, replace Cringerweight with Sing Song. I'm not sure people would want that. They already get a song when the wheel begins. I'm not sure they would want to be subjected to another one. We've got Jeff Hardy in there with Rusev at the moment. Rusev has got a headlock on. I really wish I could be bringing you cutting-edge commentary, but literally nothing is happening right now. Rusev is on the mat with Jeff Hardy. Has got a headlock on. Referee just checking that Jeff doesn't want to give up. This match makes me want to give up. This is a horrible use for Nakamura. Horrible use for Aleister Black. Horrible use for Ricochet. Just horrible. I've said it before. If I was in charge, one of the first things I would do would be to ban multi-man matches. Life's biggest question. Who is Days? It is a big question. Can Shane McMahon just say baked potato and those are the only 2 words he knows and just change his gimmick to that? That would be a great gimmick, wouldn't it? He has to change his name to Baked Potato because he can no longer say Shane McMahon. He has to go, Baked Potato! Baked Potato! Baked Potato! Baked Potato. I think it would get quite boring quite quick. But I feel like there's a good, 5 years in it. Ricochet in there now against Rusev, against the ropes, goes over the top of Rusev, roll through, nice, Hurricanrana, kip up, drop kick, Rusev goes down, the Bulgarian Brute backs into the corner as Ricochet dives into the corner, takes care of Nakamura. Ricochet's all over the place, he gets caught, tried to be a hero, he's paid for that. Lana on the outside. I really want to see Nakamura against Aleister Black. One-on-one. Don't give me this rubbish. One-on-one match. That's what I want. As we go to a commercial break. First 20 minutes of SmackDown Live have been a bit dull. Like, that Shane promo took up 10 minutes, if that. And there wasn't a great deal in it. And now we're into this tag match and it's filler in it. This very much is the undercard. And we're working our way to that Kofi Kingston segment. We're going to hear about Becky. Apparently Becky isn't using the crutch anymore. Someone said online that she doesn't use the crutch now. So it'll be interesting to see if she does. Mick Foley's son is on the creative team. Yes. Anthony, king of WWE and AEW, says, hello everyone, I'm king. Change your name to Baked Potato. I might pass, I might skip that, I might just, you know what I mean? Might just stay with my regular name. Make a toy hunt, we will do that some point this week, yes, we will do a toy hunt. I haven't looked, but apparently there's some interesting stuff out there. But yeah, we will do that this week. We will have I actually tried to record a video earlier today. I was going to do a Jax video, but I just ran out of time with the editing. I was really disappointed because I really wanted to get a figure video up today. But I ran out of time. So that's kind of why I decided to start a little earlier. And as we said, that's something we're going to look to do going forward. Definitely half an hour before. Definitely. Maybe even an hour before. I think probably next week on Raw, we might even start an hour before Raw begins. Kind of get back to, you know, I think it just gives people an opportunity to ask questions. I know what it's like. Like, I do watch some of the streams, but I don't watch all of the streams back. But I do watch some of the streams back. And I can see people asking questions and they don't get answers because, like, we're having to watch the action, talk about what's going on, talk about theories that people have got. And obviously, you know, we're just having a good time. So if we start at an hour before, then that hopefully will allow people an opportunity to ask any questions that they've got. So we're definitely going to look to do that next week. Seems like Days has turned heel on the wheel. No, we'll do a wheel. We'll do a wheel. We don't tend to do it until like the second part of the hour. We do one every hour, and we will do one again. But we always tend to do it a little bit further in. I'm the guy who wanted a video with Mama Days. She's just come back, actually. She's been in Cuba. She came back earlier today. That was another reason why I couldn't get the video done, because I was talking to her about her holiday. And, yeah, so she's actually come back now. You should do a video on Jax playsets. We definitely could. The only problem is, and I have said this, I don't know everything about Jax. Like, I know a good deal, but I don't know. It would take a lot of research. More research than it would for a Mattel video, because I already know a lot about Mattel. Pretty much most things. So I don't think there's much I don't know about the Mattel range. But there's a lot I don't know about Jax. So that would take a lot of research. So you're going to get videos. I'm going to keep working hard for you guys and getting something fresh up every single day. Right, we've gone back to the action. We've got Cesaro in the ring with Ricochet. Ricochet trying to make that tag. He does. Tags Matt Hardy. I think he tagged him on the back of the hand. It was like Matt Hardy had been a naughty boy. Tags him in. Matt Hardy's in there against Cesaro, slamming Cesaro's face against the top turnbuckle, middle turnbuckle, bottom turnbuckle. I love that spot. It's fun. Do you have the Address Arena and a Kalisto? What's the Address Arena? I don't know what the Address Arena is, my friend. Shane and Miz Battle Pack. Yeah, we probably will get that. And hopefully they'll chuck in a baked potato as a little accessory. This match has broken into all-out carnage. Bang! Jeff Hardy gets rolled up, though, by Cesaro. Kicks out. Jeff Hardy, horrible kick to the midsection. It was nowhere near Cesaro. Jeff, though, climbing up top. Here we go. He's going to fly. Jeff has still got his arm in his jacket. He was having to try and jump whilst he still had his jacket attached. He was like flailing around in the wind. It looked weird. We've got Matt Hardy trading blows with, it's all out war, guys. Everyone is trading blows right now. Aleister Black and Nakamura. Matt Hardy and Sheamus. Ricochet and Cesaro. Wow, look at this. We've got the New Day. New Day have come down. New Day attacking everyone? I thought, were New Day just beating up on Aleister Black then? New Day, I think, do feel very mistreated. They don't seem to be beating up on the faces. They are targeting the heels, slamming Sheamus into the steps. The New Day have had enough. The New Day have snapped. Big E is jacked, man. Big E is like, "Ugh!" Look at this. They are stomping away. Big E ramming Cesaro into the barricade. It's all out destruction. Kofi kicking out at Nakamura. Rusev is down. He's getting a boot in the face from Rusev. The New Day are here and they are making a statement. This is awesome. This is great. Xavier Woods. Knee to the head of Nakamura. Are they going to say something on the mic here? Are they going to cut a promo? Kofi taking his jacket off. Kofi, gritted teeth. Trouble in paradise! Down goes Rusev. It is pure frustration. They are screaming their heads off. There's no dancing. Look at that. Everyone down on the outside. Yes, that was great. That was fun. That was mad bants. Let's go to the notes. We've got the Usos backstage. Looks like they're in their penitentiary. Looks cool. They're running down the other teams, talking trash about them. I love the Usos. Could you imagine the Usos against the Revival? Have we ever had that match? Have we ever had Usos versus Revival? Let me know. Let me know. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed as well, hit the subscribe. I can see we are sneaking our way like little sneaks. We are sneaking our way towards that 126,000. Don't think we'll do it now. We're 71 away, so I don't think we'll do that tonight. But we are sneaking our way like a Scooby-Doo villain. Talking of Scooby-Doo villains, we have got Randy Orton making his way out. Obviously, they're building Randy towards a feud with AJ Styles. So hopefully we see AJ Styles. I'm not sure I want to see that as a one-on-one match. I don't think that's something that would really set the world on fire. I feel like they could probably do better for AJ than Randy Orton. But not the worst match. Let's jump into the notes and jot down the fact that we are getting a Randy Orton promo. And we are sure to see the phenomenal AJ Styles. I love the fact that I reached out to people and said, guys, hit that subscribe, and we go down. We lose subscribers. I'm going to shut up, not say anything. Right, there we go. Randy Orton promo. That's where we are. Do you think Kofi will get a title match? Yes. New Day just got serious. I like it. I like it as well. They're so clappy, happy that when they do go serious, it's so interesting. It's so different. It looks cool. That was a great look for them. Yes, there wasn't Usos versus Revival, but it was at Survivor Series. Was that the Survivor Series match? Usos versus... Was it really? Okay. New Day, yes, read that. We kind of had it on a Survivor Series pre-show. A Survivor Series pre-show? Wasn't that like when you had multiple teams and then it got down? I'm not counting that. That's not a straight one-on-one match. That was part of a Survivor Series match. What I'm after is one-on-one, no other teams involved. Usos versus Revival. You know, like you would get a NXT TakeOver, one of those great tag matches that they always have. I'd like to see that. I think that'd be awesome. How come AJ knew Randy was going to RKO Elias at Fastlane? It's a good point. It's a good point. Unless AJ Styles... I hope Randy does say that, actually. Unless AJ Styles is following Randy Orton around like a little stalker. Stalker McStalkerson. Yeah, maybe he's doing that. I don't know. I can't speak for AJ Styles. But, yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be a weird development. Oh, Randy! Days, why are you not looking at my comments? Well, I saw that comment, my friend. So, I saw it. Now even Days doesn't count pre-show streams. Pre-show streams. We're doing them? We're bringing them back? We just said? We did. We started earlier? We started earlier! Days' Yoda impression. Started earlier, we did. I don't like Randy. He's not the most engaging superstar. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. It just feels like they could do something a little better. Like, the build for this has been non-existent. You've just had, like, AJ cutting some promos, and then Randy's just been around a couple of times, and then out of nowhere, AJ Styles attacks Randy Orton. Doesn't really make any sense. And how about this, right? I was thinking about this the other day. Do you remember at the end of last year, Vince McMahon was like trying to wind AJ up, and he was saying to AJ, I want to see that animal in you. I want to see you unleash that animal. And AJ got so worked up, he ended up hitting Vince McMahon. Because I think Vince slapped AJ, and AJ hit him back. Where did that lead? Where was the payoff for that? That didn't lead anywhere. It was like this massive moment at the end of Smackdown that went nowhere. It was weird. Really, really weird. Right, let's hear from Randy Orton. Let's see what Randall has got to say. He says, this is the house that AJ built. Hate Days. What if a returning Bray Wyatt enters the match and turns it into a triple threat because he has got history with both superstars? That would be cool. I'd be down for that. putting Bray in that match would be cool. Where is Bray? Where is Bray? Where's Bray? Where's Luke Harper? Where's Tyler Breeze? Where are these people? Randy Orton saying that whilst AJ was performing in the bingo halls, he was busy becoming the youngest WWE champion ever. Not true. Nicholas. Yeah? Nicholas. Talking about facing The Undertaker at Mania. That is true. This is a very passionate promo from Randy. That is really passionate. He says, this isn't the house that AJ Styles built. And AJ is here. Do you know what? Scrap what I said. I'm an absolute idiot. I really want to see this match. I don't know what I'm on about. If this is going to have some passion behind it like that, I'm here for it. They're going to have to go some to, you know, get that build. But that was a great little line from Randy Orton. He seemed really invested in it. It's been a long time since I've seen Randy Orton as invested in something like he was just there. Tyler Breeze got demoted to NXT. No, he just made a one-off appearance. Braun and Nicholas versus those two guys. Yes, book it, Vince. That's what people want. You've got to give people what they want. People want to see Braun and Nicholas versus these two. AJ pacing backwards and forwards, staring at Randall. Wow, Randy. That's a good line. He says, for someone that looks down on the indies, you sure followed my career very closely. Should be proud of coming from the indies. That's where people learn the craft. There's Sammy to come back and attack Owens tonight. Maybe. Maybe. There's a lot of people that want to keep those two apart, though. AJ doing a Randy Orton pose. Oh, he says the RKO is the diamond cutter. It is. Nice. Randy is admitting. Ah, this is great. This is great. AJ says to Randy, you are surrounded by my indie pals. They didn't go to their father to get them a job. This is great. Honestly, this is incredible. He said you had help. You had help from Batista, Ric Flair, Triple H, all to make sure that you didn't fail. So good. Really good. Really good promo. Randy is going through his list of accomplishments. Evolution gets a mention from AJ. Rated RKO. He's just talking about all the people that helped Randy.
Sounds like to me you had a lot of babysitters.
He says, you had a lot of babysitters.
Don't get me wrong, Randy, you're exactly who you say you are. You are a viper. You used
A lot of babysitters. Wyatt family. Rated RKO. Evolution. This is, do you know what? This is so good.
your next victim. You don't have a choice.
Randy says you don't get a choice.
As long as you want to rent a room out in my house, see, I'm the landlord.
Nice. Randy Orton calls himself the landlord. That's a terrifying name, isn't it? Nickname, the landlord.
Destructive. 3 letters in sports entertainment.
RKO. Drops the mic.
You want to rent, Randy?
They're going to point at the Mania sign.
Well, come and take it.
There we go. Another match is made. AJ Styles, Randy Orton. AJ points at the WrestleMania sign. They both look up at that sign. Crowd are a little lukewarm. Crowd aren't like going crazy for the idea. I like the promo. Feel like it's just going to need... It's going to need something else. It's going to need something just to give this a little more spice. We need a bit more spice on this. But great promo. Really great promos from both of them. A lot of stuff made sense there. Great work. That was an excellent segment, says Akil. Hello, Akil, by the way. Hope you are well. Hats off to the new creative teams. That's got to be a Jeff Jarrett segment. It's really good. It's really good. AJ has got to pay the rent. It's good, isn't it? The landlord. Randy Orton, the landlord. It's time for a flat inspection. Yeah. I'm gonna read the meter. Yeah. Terrifying. Terrifying. Days Attitude Era comes back tonight to attack SmackDown. New Day. What do you mean? RKO out of nowhere. Not quite. Not yet. What we got now? We've got Asuka. We have got an Asuka next. Asuka mask on screen. Didn't think Orton... Oh, let me read. Didn't think Orton would mention Dixie Carter. Good point. That is born 96. Thank you very much, my friend. Really, really appreciate the support. Does that mean the zombie will appear? Has the zombie appeared? There it is! Oh! Call for the zombie! And it shall appear. It's running on my face again. I need to do something with this zombie because it is super annoying. Right, Asuka looks like she's about to have a match. Asuka versus someone. Who is it? Yeah. Sonya Deville. Fire and Desire. Didn't know that was what they were called. Fire and Desire. Championship poll going up after the break. Right, my friends. I think we'll do a Wheel of Fun, shall we? Yeah, I know. I think some of you were asking for it. I'm not too sure. But we should do one. We need to get it through. I need to just jump over and sign in because I still haven't done that because I'm #useless. Let me sign in and then we can do a wheel. There it is. Bishety bashety bosh. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Shake your booty. Okay. Oh god, it's still huge from yesterday when we had that drama of it landing in the middle. Let's chuck it over there, shall we? Right, okay. So, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. Okay, here we go. Spin the wheel. I like to think in my head that people sing along to that song at home. I hope you do. I hope this is like a, you know, universal experience. Slam attack! Slam attack. The wheel has spoken. The wheel wants slam attack. So we will give 3 packs of slam attacks. So there are 27 cards in here. And there could also be memorabilia cards. There could be. In fact, I've given away a lot. I'd be very upset if no one was to win a memorabilia card. I'd be very disappointed. So, yeah, there could be a memorabilia card in there. 27 packs. Some of you might be asking, what's a memorabilia card? That is where you can get a bit of actual used wrestling ring mat. Could be an actual worn piece of t-shirt. They're normally only about that big. You don't get like the whole shirt, but it's still really cool to own. I've got a Samoa Joe one actually, which is really smart. So, 3 packs of slam attacks. They will go to the 22nd person that gives me the word Vince. 22nd person that gives me the word Vince. Here we go. Today I am a future. Here we go. Here we go. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. Here they come. They're just running down, or we have just come back from commercial. They're running down all the Mania matches that have been made so far. So we've got Miz and Shane. Of course, we've got the women in the main event. We've got Seth versus Brock. We've got that Batista match as well. Triple H. Okay, here come all the Vinces. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I cannot count. I can't count. Well, I can count, but it's just difficult to count. Makes no sense. Unless you're me, that would make no sense. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let me double check it. It is. It's Evan Blackman. Well done. Evan Blackman. Well done, my friend. Evan Blackman. Evan Blackman, you are a winner. Well done, Evan Blackman. Evan Blackman. Well done, friend. Let me jot that into my notes. We've had some different winners of stuff, which is brilliant. Like, we're really getting these prizes out to different people. I mean, I don't mind if the same people win, but it is nice to spread the love. Okay, Asuka versus Sonya Deville has started. I don't think there's going to be much in this, is there? I really feel like Sonya Deville should have been booked a bit better. Like, she's got a legit MMA background. Spear by Deville. Kick out from Asuka. Daze, would you fight The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match if it meant you got the Rockers figures? No. No. I'm sure I could get them much easier than having to compete in a Hell in a... I get out of breath just thinking about that, let alone actually doing it. Oh, I'd be knackered. If I could have, like, a sleeping match where we just both go to sleep, the person that wakes up first loses, I'd win that. I'd win that. Me versus the Oh, actually, it'd be against The Undertaker, though. Oh, that'd be a nightmare. Scrap that. I don't want to face The Undertaker in a sleeping match. I'll face Vince. Apparently, Vince just works all the time. So, I feel like I'd win that one. Sonya Deville on the outside. Asuka accidentally hits Mandy Rose. I don't think she's going to care. But Mandy Rose is down. Strike from Sonya. What's Mandy Rose doing? What is Mandy Rose doing? Mandy Rose is like flopping around on the outside of the ring like a fish. Sonya is in some kind of hold. She taps. What the hell was Mandy Rose doing? Has anyone got that as a little GIF? Has anyone got it as a little footage clip? What did she do? She fell down and then... that was so messy. I watched it and I don't know what happened other than Sonya got caught in a submission. Mandy Rose is coming round. Someone in the crowd says, hit her, Sonya. Why? Sonya looks very upset. Sonya shaking her head. I think we are building towards a split here. I think we are building towards a feud. Mandy Rose is walking away. I don't think anything's going to go down. Oh, the Iconic! I love the Iconics. How not iconic? They're talking to the Boss and Hug Connection. I like... They're saying you can't run from us. Iconic. It's good. I like him. The man is here. The man is here. Call your friends. Tell the neighbours. Ah, she's got the crutch again. Someone told me at a house show she didn't have that crutch. Ah, she throws the crutch away. She's still limping, but she don't need no crutch. But she has still got a little limp. Asuka beats Sonya Deville. Becky Lynch. Promo. Let's see what the man has got to say. The full story from Fastlane. We're going to hear from the man next. The man. Becky Lynch. Boom. Billy Kay cracks me up. I love Billy Kay. Billy Kay in particular. It tends to be when they do their iconic thing. It's like Billy Kay is so serious in the face. She's like, I love it. I love it. I love the Iconics. I just think they're fun. I know they're not for everyone. I know there's people in the chat that don't enjoy them, but yeah, look, they're not the best wrestlers. They're not bad. They're not bad. They'll still give you a decent match. They sell really well. Really well. So, yeah, it's really interesting. Really interesting to see how they're going to get used now, because I feel like those tag titles are perfect for them to. Absolutely perfect for them to. Title poll is up. Title poll! Right, here we go. Title poll. Head over to Twitter at Wrestling Days, my cringe crew friends. Make your voices heard. Don't sit there in silence. Don't suffer in silence. Make your voice heard. Who do you want as your leader? Is it going to be current champion Billy Clark? Is it going to be Jennifer Carter? Will it be Efren the Villain? Or will it be Super X823? Bray, don't know. Luke, don't know. Tyler on main event. Whoever wants to know who is part of Glorious Savages? I don't actually know who's part of Glorious Savages. Days, can I have you say Dylan the Gamer shout out? There you go. Done. Liv Morgan is also a great seller. She is like a rag doll. I've got to be very honest in saying, because I have said before, I really don't like Liv Morgan. I think she got brought up too soon. But she has been on the main roster for a year now. She's been up for like 12 months. She's done a lot of matches. She's done like a lot of house show matches. And she has greatly improved. She has improved. It was just weird that they brought her up so soon. It seemed like they really wanted to do the Riot Squad, but they just didn't really have the talent. I mean, like Ruby, yes. Sarah Logan, yes. It just felt too early for Liv Morgan. But she's much, much better. Hello, Ethan Black. Hope you are well. Can we get some ugly WWE women? Looks like going to be a new champ. Oh, it does. Yes, it does. Thanks. I mean, the Attitude Era will come back and attack the New Day. I still don't know what you mean. Like, what? There isn't a group called the Attitude Era. It was a moment in time. That's like saying the 1930s are going to come and attack the New Day. Maybe they are. I don't know. Shout out to Ashton. Right, when we go back, we are going to have a promo from the man. The man is here. Is the man going to talk kindly about Ronda Rousey, considering Ronda helped her? Probably not. Probably not. But let's see what goes down. We are 60 subs away. I mean, I'm still sneaking. We're still, you know what I mean, creeping along the corridor towards 26,000 town. Can you go down the corridor towards a town? I don't know. We are. That's what we're doing. We're creeping down a corridor towards a town. 26,000 town. As WWE brag that they have 1 billion social media followers. Ooh, well, lucky you. Here she is, look. WrestleMania. She's got her WrestleMania shirt on. Which is a really clever idea, isn't it? WrestleMania. Little smile on her face. She looks super happy. I'm pleased for her. And just showing a replay of what happened at Fastlane on the screen. Days, I made a custom Wrestling Days figure. Very cool. Very cool. Ephraim the Villain saying, make your voice heard. Why are wrestlers obsessed with who built the house and who owns the yard? They need a Tunga to sort these property disputes. Love it. Yes. Yeah, it's very true. Yes, you might have built the house, but it's on my land. So that makes it my property. So you've got 28 days to vacate that house. Because it wasn't built with planning permission. That would be my promo. I'd be like, yeah, sure, this is the house that AJ built, but it was built illegally, so you better tear it down. Otherwise, I'm going to call the authorities. People would love me. I'd be super popular. Because each week I would just come out and read out a different part to do with planning permission. I'd be like, right, planning permission, yeah? Bylaw 4.2.7. No person shall freely ramble on other person's property, yeah? Things would get weird. Days, say RIP, then Shield. There we go, said it. Property deeds on a pole match. Shout out to Jamie McKay. I don't see Becky as the man after Ronda stood on her neck and held the title up. Well, I think they're trying to give Ronda something here because they've not been giving her a great deal. She's been getting battered in this battle with Becky. So they've got to give Ronda something. I think Ronda's looking cooler and cooler by the day. This is going to have to be a good promo from the man. She says it feels good to walk down that ramp on her own 2 feet. So she said that she was injured, suspended, back, suspended, arrested. But now she's back. And she's in the main event of WrestleMania. She's got a special jacket on as well. She's wearing a leather jacket. It's got WrestleMania on the back of it. She says she played Ronda Rousey like a fiddle. She is Irish. I think they do love fiddle music over there. Do you know how hard it is to play mind games with a woman that has no brain? That's a fun little line. She says, thanks for the help, Ronda, you little weirdo. I'll thank you by taking your title and ripping your arm off. Becky squeaks sometimes. She does, yes. She does. And then they took me out the match. Charlotte on her way down. I just feel like Becky's promos, even though that had a couple of nice lines in it, just feel like they don't fit the character. They do fall short. Like, I feel like there's too much emotion in them. No one is ready for Asuka. I agree with that, Reiko. I agree with that. Days, I sent the email. Thank you. Shout out to James Barry. Let's see what Charlotte Flair has got to say. Whilst you were getting suspended and arrested, she says she's been putting in all the work. Charlotte says it's one thing to be hot for 6 months, but I've been hot for 4 years. Was she not hot before that? Apparently she used to be really ugly, so there we go. Breaking news. Why are both of them wearing black leather jackets? Is that on trend at the moment? Is that the fashion? Black leather jackets? Shout out to Dean Winchester. Becky's shoes are amazing. They've got little wings on them. They're very Kofi Kingston-esque. Perhaps she's channeling her inner Kofi Kingston. This is dragging a little. She says that she's going to make Becky bow to the Queen. She called her a plastic face dope. She says that you've been champion and you did nothing with it. That's a really good line, actually. I'm Team Ronda on this one. The crowd chanting Becky's name. So there we go. Becky standing in the ring with her arm in the air. It felt a bit like filler, if I'm being honest. Just a couple of nice lines. I mean, they're staring at each other. I'm certainly looking forward to the match. I do wish it was a one-on-one and Charlotte wasn't involved. We were robbed of Ronda versus Becky at Survivor Series. Daniel Bryan just comes out of Vince McMahon's office. He says he had a private discussion. Let's see what Daniel's got to say. So Daniel says he's just given some honest feedback about Kofi Kingston. And Kofi. Okay, that's not the most exciting announcement in the world. Apparently we're going to get Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Kevin Owens and Mustafa Ali. God, stop putting all these single stars into tag matches. Please. I can't cope. Can't cope. All these rubbish multi-tag matches. What now? Another... We've got another tag match! We've got another tag match! We've got Ray... Oh my God! Stop it! We've got another one! We've got Mr... Oh, it would be the first thing I would do. If there was... Do you know what? I would go as far as to say, if there's just one thing I could change about WWE, just one thing, I would ban singles wrestlers from being in tag matches. I don't mind Survivor Series. That's a one-off. That's a special. You can keep that, but nothing else. Yeah? Tag matches are for tag teams. It is a special form of wrestling. It is its own thing. Tag teams have tag matches. You don't get 2 singles wrestlers and another 2 singles wrestlers and make tag teams and then make tag matches. You've got a tag division. You've got a tag division. You should be getting like the Usos against like the Colognes and those kind of matches. And then you have your single stars have singles matches. It's so easy. But no, we've got to get everyone on the show. Because if we don't get everyone on the show, then the people might forget about someone. Well, it's all right, you know, to not have every single superstar you've got on the show. Saying that, they can't even get Tyler Breeze onto the show. Bloody Shelton Benjamin's had to go over to Raw. Oh, I tell ya, if there's one thing I could change, I would change that in a heartbeat. In an absolute heartbeat. Next up, pointless tag match. That's what's next. Pointless tag match. Oh, it's okay, Days. AEW is just around the corner. Just so annoying. Days has gone grumpy. I am grumpy. I'm grumpy on this one. It's because it's designed. It's designed not to give us entertainment. It's designed to get people onto the show and to use up time. It's as simple as that. They want to kill time and they want to get superstars onto the show. And if you watch every week like we do, it's a punishment. We're being punished because like we're not being rewarded with fresh, exciting matches. And it devalues the tag division as well. It's horrible. Rey Mysterio match at WrestleMania. Please, Vince, says Goose McJohnson. I love your name, dude. Goose McJohnson. Thank you very much for the support, my friend. There we go. Look, Goose. You've got a zombie chasing. I don't know if he's just absolutely fascinated with my hat. I'm starting to come to the conclusion, or maybe he wants my beard. Perhaps he wants my beard and he wants to disguise himself like me. But yeah, thank you very much, my friend. Pointless tag. Pointless tag. I agree with everyone. I know, right? Haven't seen No Way Jose since the summer. Actually, Diamond Tube, he was on Raw yesterday. He got attacked by Elias because he interrupted Elias. So we might get No Way Jose against Elias. But your point still stands. But honestly, even if we was to see like Tyler Breeze, No Way Jose, there's every chance they'd just put him in tag matches anyway. The problem you've got, right, and I am very serious about this. Tag wrestling is a great entertaining form of wrestling. It's its own thing, and it devalues it. I mean, we've already seen a multi-tag match tonight. We've just found out we're getting Rowan and Daniel Bryan against Mustafa Ali and Kevin Owens. And now we're going to have to sit through Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, other people. I don't know who's in this tag match. Frankly, I don't care. Because it doesn't matter. Who cares who wins? What does it matter? Nothing. Nothing changes. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And all it now does is it makes me not want to see any more tag matches tonight. I'll happily watch a tag match on each show, but it better be from a great tag team. I want to see the Usos. I want to see the New Day. I want to see whoever. I don't care. But all of these tag matches, so frustrating. Super frustrating. Right. El Idolo. Wow, look at Zelina Vega. Looking lovely. Becky Lynch, poor promo, I'm going to say. Had a couple of lines, but nothing more than that. We've got Joe and Andrade versus R-Truth and Mysterio. Get excited, my friends. Days, I want to be friends. Well, we are. We're hanging out. This is us hanging out. Tag team player whore. How come you're not saying, it doesn't matter? In The Rock's voice. Well, I could. You're absolutely right. Asuka versus Lacey Evans. They could do that. They could do that. I mean, I've got to be honest. I've seen Lacey Evans in NXT. We saw a little bit of her in the Rumble. I don't think you're getting a classic match. I don't know what they see in Lacey Evans, but whatever it is, I haven't seen it. But they do seem to want to push her. Days, who should I draw? Demon Finn Balor or John Morrison? Do John Morrison. Be a nice change. Truth and Ray will win. Can WWE just have a clear out of pointless superstars being on shows? Like No Way Jose, who's shocking. Mustafa Ali back to 205 Live. And push the people we actually care about, like Adam Cole and Balor. I don't mind Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali, I think, has cut some really good promos. He's got a very good in-ring style. He can do some interesting stuff. So I would keep Mustafa Ali, but I agree with No Way Jose. I don't think No Way Jose brings a great deal. I think you probably could have a bit of a clear out. I don't know who would you lose though. And also, what is Rey Mysterio wearing? Rey Mysterio is wearing. It's kind of flesh coloured. It's not too far off flesh coloured. And then he's wearing like a black thong. It looks like he's just wearing swimming trunks with 619 written down the side. A little bit bizarre. Rey Mysterio in easily my least favourite Rey Mysterio attire. Rey Mysterio will win the US title at WrestleMania. I just can't believe Naomi is on the red brand and got beat by a light. Yes. No Way Jose was channeling his inner Naomi. Very much so. Lewis Small says, get rid of... Who do you think, guys? Stocks fan says he's wearing a sumo suit. He is. That's exactly what he looks like. Rey Mysterio is wearing a sumo suit, but a sumo suit that fits really well. Not one that you have to inflate and wobble around in. Just one that really fits, like a nice, tight, classy kind of sumo suit. Daisy computer is missing. Don't know what that means. Days, can I send you an email? You can send me an email. You want a figure of Rey Mysterio? No, thank you. I'll pass. Thank you. Divas of Doom versus Boss and Hood Connection. That'd be fun. Asuka versus Nikki Cross would be good. I'd be down for that. That'd be something different. They haven't got long to build up Nikki Cross, though. And actually, we've seen Nikki Cross a few times, and they've buried her. They've not put her over. They're not giving her any backstage segments. They clearly don't have anything for her. And where's Sanity? Where's Sanity? Where's Sanity? Hashtag where's Sanity? So, again, do you know what I mean? We're getting all these singles stars in these tag matches, and then you got Sanity that can't even get on the show. Tag team poll is going up. I've only just noticed the poll, actually. Jennifer Carter beating Billy Clark. So we've got a new live stream champion. Well done. Let me get that changed over. There we go. Jennifer Carter. Where is it? It is there. Right, we've got Andrade in there with Rey Mysterio. Jennifer Carter. There we go. Zelina Vega looking absolutely lovely on the outside. Laughing her head off. Having a great time. A bit of El Idolo. Bang. Days, push one, keep one, fire one. Push one, keep one, fire one. I would, well, if I had to, I would push Big E I just think he's main event talent. Carmella pulling Zelina out the ring. I feel like most people would do this. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Push Big E, keep Kofi Kingston, lose Xavier Woods. I feel like Xavier Woods could concentrate on, say, up, up, down, down, and still work within WWE, but doesn't have to necessarily wrestle. And I think I'm right in saying most of the time, the New Day, if you used to look at all their matches, have been Kofi and Big E, with Xavier on the outside playing the trombone. So, push Big E. I'd still keep Kofi. I feel like he's still got things that he can contribute. He's obviously got fantastic experience, and he's a name. He's been in the business for 12 years, but if I had to, I'd lose Xavier. Nice missile dropkick from Rey Mysterio. Duck underneath round the houses. He's got Andrade down as well. Against the ropes goes Rey. Hits a 619 on Samoa Joe and Andrade. Andrade, by the way, in nice yellow attire. Bright yellow attire. I'd love a figure of that Andrade. We are getting a white Andrade. Andrade in white attire with the hat. Based on a takeover show he was in. And Mysterio gets the pin on Samoa Joe. And thankfully, that ends this match. So, there we go. The world moves on. I don't know why Joe is irate. I have no idea why he cares. R-Truth and Mysterio beat Joe and Uranagi from Samoa Joe. Joe has a crazy look in his eye. Wow, look at this. He's planting Andrade now. Samoa Joe planting everyone. He is. He's very angry. He's very upset. God, he takes this way too serious. He should chill out. Carmella checking on R-Truth. Feel sorry for Carmella. Do you remember when she was Smackdown Women's Champion? And now she's R-Truth's manager. Smackdown Live tonight. Kofi Kingston will get a WrestleMania opportunity. But what will that opportunity be? What will that opportunity be? Samoa Joe's doing like a gun hand signal. He's gone all gangster. It's Gangster Joe. So did New Day turn heel? No. They were just frustrated. Fit Finlay for Hall of Fame. That would be good. They're just showing us last night when Alexa Bliss announced that she would be the host of WrestleMania. And as I was saying, I don't know why they didn't make Paige the host of WrestleMania. I feel like Paige could still contribute something. It just seems like they wanted Paige for that film. And now that film's out, they're done. They don't need Paige anymore. Thanks a lot for coming, love. Appreciate the promotion for the film. But we're done with you. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's going to appear as like a manager or something. Let me know. How would you use Paige? Would you use Paige? I know there's people on Twitter that can't stand Paige. And that's fair enough. You know, she's done some questionable things. So I can understand people not appreciating Paige. It's got to be a concern that Alexa Bliss is host as well, because does that mean her injury is, you know, maybe not as great as we thought? Kevin Owens, look at this. I had down there where it said pointless tag match. I can just leave it there because we've got another pointless tag match. Yeah! Yes, yes, yes! Kevin Owens and Mustafa Ali are taking on Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Pointless tag match city. That's where we live. Owens and Ali versus Bryan and Rowan. There we go. We have to go for Glorious Savages. There's George versus Vinny. Winner becomes owner of WWE. The poll is up. I just saw someone mention it in the chat. There we go. Poll is up. Wow, we've already... I'll tell you what, we're getting a fair few votes tonight, my friends. 20 votes on that last one. So, yeah, if you are watching, you want to vote on who our live stream champions should be. This is for the tag titles. We've got Glory. Imagine if Vince gives Kofi the gobbledygooker outfit and goes, Kofi, at WrestleMania, I want you to entertain the crowd. You're gonna be the gobbledygooker. That'd be brilliant. That would be a real achievement in the history of Kofi Kingston. Pointless Tag Match Mania 2, yes. What if Sammy attacks Kevin Owens? Then that would be a thing that happened. I gotta be honest, I don't care. I don't care. Like, we've seen Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens quite a few times. If they want to give us that again, I'm fine with it. They're always great matches. But it is a bit of a concern they can't think of anything else. KO is face or heel. Face is come back as a face. Days, just so you know, during the Shane... Oh, look at that, keeping us waiting. Everyone give us a shot. How's the real estate in Pointless Tag Match City? I tell you what, it's pretty full. It is pretty full in Pointless Tag Match City. Vince McMahon is shipping everyone over. He's like, are you a single star? Come over to Pointless Tag Match City. I'll give you a pointless tag match. Or two. Whatever. Worst Mania ever, by the way. Without Nia Jax breaking Becky's nose, we wouldn't have one single match to care about. Let that sink in for a minute. I've got to be honest, the card doesn't look great. If I was to hand pick a WrestleMania card, I'm not sure I'd pick some of these matches. Triple H Batista had a great moment, but I didn't feel like yesterday was that good. You just had Batista shouting, "Give me what I want! Give me what I want! Give me Hunter! Give me what I..." and spitting at the same time. And then Hunter was like talking over the top of him, and it was a bit messy. And then he was like, "You want me at Mania? You've got me at Mania." It's a bit two little segments built that match. So yeah, I can't say the build for that has continued to be as hot as I wanted it to be. I think the Becky thing, Ronda thing is cool. I think people are into that. Brock, Seth has got no build whatsoever. That's just flat as a New Day pancake. I think Miz Shane will be quite good. I think people will be into that. That's had a nice build. That's had a long build. That's been building since Crown Jewel. So I think people will be into that. But yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Why does everyone think AEW is God? They've not done anything except sign big stars. No matches yet. No booking yet. No ring or stage layouts. Stop praising AEW. It's a good point. It's a good point. I think it's hope. I think that's what it is. Like, WWE have definitely been doing some good stuff recently. You got to give them credit where it's due. There's been some great episodes of Raw and SmackDown. I wouldn't say tonight's show was a great episode. I'd struggle to say it was a good one, if I'm being honest. It's been on. That's what I could say. It's been on, and I watched it, and that's about as high a praise as I can achieve at the moment. But they have been doing some really good stuff. But I think people just are really hoping that we're going to get another NXT. A lot of people love NXT, love what NXT is doing, and there's potential for AEW to be like NXT, but you're absolutely right. Until we actually see what they're capable of, what their booking's like, what the matches are like, we should reserve our judgment. check you into the tag match. It's time to give new tag team champs. People are really into this poll. How many votes have we had on the poll? 20 votes already? That is a lot, guys. That is a lot for for a Tuesday night live stream. It's good. People are into this. That is all down to the hard work of Vegan Strong Style. I'm telling you, I want to get a Vegan Strong Style t-shirt. Days, can you release 5 superstars? If you could release 5 superstars, who would they be? I don't really like doing those because, like, you are talking about people's jobs, and I feel like everyone has got. I think everyone could provide something, even if it was on main event or 205 live. Like, I feel like they could contribute something. I suppose you could take No Way Jose off the main roster, and I wouldn't lose any sleep. You could take away. I would have said Dana Brooke, but I was really into her promo. Like, it started a bit dodgy, but I actually thought it got better as she was talking yesterday. So I'm gonna keep Dana Brooke for now. Titus O'Neil. Does anyone care? Does he do anything? You could probably lose him. Who else would I lose? I don't know. Let me know, guys. You tell me who. Let's not release them. Let's put them into main event. Who are we shipping off to main event? Mustafa Ali is in ring against Rowan at the moment. Rowan just looks bigger and badder than ever before. Rowan looks incredible. He really does. I love these metal band t-shirts that he keeps wearing. I didn't know that's what they were until someone pointed it out a few weeks ago. But this one actually says metal is something on the back. Metal is what? A material? Elite. I want to bring you the breaking news of what it says on the back of Rowan's shirt, but I can't because they're not showing me. Daniel Bryan is due a theme song change. Does Finn Balor move to SmackDown? Could do. Yeah, could do. I really feel like he dropped the title because he's going to face The Undertaker. I know there's rumours in the chat that The Undertaker will take on Kurt Angle. I'm just going to pray that that doesn't happen because I just think that would be an awful match. It would just be a bad match, and I don't want to see bad matches. What is Daniel doing? No, don't go to commercial! Daniel Bryan just put on a fantastic stretch, a fantastic submission hold, something that you don't normally see, and they've gone to commercial. He's wrapped his arm around the leg of Mustafa Ali, and he's kind of bending it back, and then he's wrapped his other arm around the shoulder. He's kind of like managed to get his hands together. He's got Mustafa Ali kind of all tied up. Fantastic looking hold. Really great submission hold. Something I don't believe I've seen before. I can't recall seeing. Really nice. But gone to commercial? Gone to commercial? Get rid of Brock Lesnar after Mania if Seth wins. Now, I don't know how I feel about Brock Lesnar because I feel like he should be defending on shows like Fastlane. I can't excuse that, right? But I don't care about the fact I don't see him every week on Raw. I actually prefer it. I think he's the champ. I think that what Raw and SmackDown should be used for is to find the next contenders. Who is going to challenge Brock at the next pay-per-view? That is absolutely fine. Like, if we see a video package of Brock, or Brock turns up one week on Raw, that's cool. But Raw and SmackDown should be used to find Daniel Bryan's opponent and Brock Lesnar's opponent. I wouldn't even have Daniel Bryan on the show as much as he is. Daniel Bryan's on every single week. The thing is, it kind of works for Daniel because his mission is to spread the word about saving the planet. So kind of makes sense that he would want to be on TV every week, spreading that message. But Brock should have been at Fastlane. He should have defended the title there. He should be defending the title on these B shows. All the pay-per-view shows. I can't defend him not doing that. So if he's not going to be doing that, then yeah, maybe Brock should go. But honestly, if he was defending at Fastlane and all of that kind of stuff, I'm absolutely fine with it. I really think there's value in not seeing the same superstars every single week. I really do. I know it might sound like it would suck, but it won't, because you don't see every superstar every week on NXT. And NXT is one of the hottest brands they've got. And it's because the superstars are not overexposed. They're not doing multi-tag matches to try and get Matt Riddle, Cassius Ohno, Keith Lee, all these they're not trying to cram them all onto every single episode. I don't know why they do it on the main roster. I am now coming back to a rant about pointless tag matches, by the way, but still. Rowan's, here we go. Thank you, Diamond Tube, saying Rowan's shirt says metal is life, I think. Does it say the I think bit? Because that would be weird. Metal is life, I think. Wheel of Fun. Yes, well, we are coming towards the end of this commercial break. So we will do the Wheel of Fun at the next commercial break. Ambrose will turn heel on Roman at WrestleMania. Maybe. I still feel like the whole Ambrose thing is a work. I haven't changed my view on that. I feel like they're sending out these messages that it's the last time we're going to see the Shield, and it's all emotional, and you've got Corey Graves tweeting out about it and blah, blah, blah. I just don't believe it. Daniel Bryan has got Mustafa Ali in the corner. He's got him up on the top turnbuckle. This is not a great episode of SmackDown Live, let me tell you. Guess Rowan's shirt deals with recycling. What, you think metal to do with him recycling metal? That would be clever, wouldn't it? I don't just... His shirt should say, I don't just listen to metal, I recycle it. Oh, that would be sick. That would be amazing. Don't just listen to metal, recycle it. Don't just listen to paper, recycle it. I would only be impressed if Roman was wearing a Visigoth, Eternal Champion, or Mega Colossus shirt. Yeah, I agree. I don't really know a great deal about metal music. It's not a genre that I really listen to. But there've been some great theme tunes used down in NXT that are like metal, and they are obviously always appear at Download Festival. Although I don't think they're going to be doing that this year. I think they're going to use NXT UK instead. So I'm really worried that we're not going to get the normal NXT anymore here in the UK, which would make me super sad. Not just sad, super sad. Right. Like a backstabber by Mustafa Ali on Daniel Bryan. Rowan comes in, delivers a little kick to Mustafa. Goes to strike Kevin Owens, pushing Owens away. He's got his hand on the head of Owens. Owens kicks out. Double super kick as Rowan flops out the ring. Kevin Owens gets caught. Rowan hurling Owens into the barricade. Mustafa Ali sliding through. Nice reversal by Ali. Days, do you like Poppy? She did the last theme for NXT, Get Me Bloody. Can't recall, to be honest. I don't recall hearing any that I didn't enjoy. I can't recall the last one in particular. Like, normally I'm still singing them, but I don't think I was, like, singing along with that one. Rowan gets the pin on Mustafa Ali. Is she good? I don't know. There we go. Rowan gets the victory for Bryan and Rowan. I don't know what their team's called, because they're not a team, because that was a pointless tag match. Right. That was pointless. Bryan. Oh my god. Bryan and Rowan. They should be called the Ands. Beat KO and Mustafa Ali. There we go. Des, you have 26 likes. Whoa. Whoa. That is crazy. Thank you, everyone. Well, on this live stream. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Hit that like if you like it. Maybe we can reach the dizzy heights of 27. How are we doing with the subs? Oh, that's, again, we're sneaking. We're sneaking down this corridor. I don't know why I'm doing that. I feel like a meerkat. Okay. Vince McMahon's music. Vinnie Mac. Vinnie Mac is here. Vince. Oh, nice. Vince McMahon walks past Daniel Bryan. Gives one of them to his champion. Mr. McMahon's here. He's standing right next to a Kofi Mania sign as well. Just saw another sign in the crowd that said Christian for Hall of Fame. So, yes. Vinnie Mac is here. We're going to go to commercial break. We normally do. They probably won't make Vince wait though, will they? Oh, they are. They're going to make him wait. The chairman is live next. Okay, right. We need to do a wheel. That's why you come here, isn't it? To hear me scream. Okay. Right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, Wheel of Fun. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. We don't want to miss the Vince promo. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Please not for... Oh, what is up with this wheel, man? Slam attack. I mean, I don't mind slam attack. I mean, we're giving a lot away. I swear to God, I'm giving away more slam attacks than tops actually sell. But it seems to have, like, it's got an addiction to slam attacks. Right, another 3 packs of Slam Attack. Look at the smiley face of Ember Moon there. Is she smiling? She looks unsure. She looks uncertain. I'd say Alexa Bliss is. She's probably happy that she's just been made host of WrestleMania, but what? Look at that. That is sinister. That is going to haunt your... I was going to say dreams, but then that would make it a nightmare. And... how can they haunt your nightmares? I don't even know what I'm on about. Right, we're giving away 3 packs of Slam Attacks. So these will go to the 18th person that gives me the word. Promo. Promo. Give me the word promo. We want promo. We want promo. 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 Here we go. Days will be printing Slam Attack suit. Yeah, I've got a little factory downstairs. I've got loads of little workers just knocking out Slam Attack cards. Have you put a memorabilia one in there? Well, don't forget, there's got to be one in every 24 packs. Right, here we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Yes, it is. Shannon Pickett! Yeah! Shannon Pickett! Shannon Pickett! Yes, Shannon Pickett, you are a winner! A winner is you. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. Shannon Pickett. Tell you what, we've had a fair few winners. We've had Evan Blackman's won, Shannon Pickett's won, Ken Langfauner's won, Frank Ruse has won, Jackson Oak has won, BB has won, Life as a WWE fan has won, It's a Butte Clark has won, Gunslinger has won, Vegan Strong Style won the other week, the Viper 80, DB House 09. We have had a lot of different winners, and that I think is very exciting. I think that is nice. I am pleased that we are sharing the Slam Attack cards that I make downstairs. I might start doing that. I honestly might start drawing out hand-drawn Wrestling Day Slam Attack cards. 10 to collect. Could you imagine that? How awesome would that be? That's a good idea. 10 different... I'd have to make loads though, wouldn't I? Ah, can't be bothered. I'm over it. It was a good idea, but I've got over it very quickly. Right, we are going back to SmackDown Live. Vince McMahon is going to give a promo, and he is going to talk all about Kofi Kingston's WrestleMania opportunity. I hope he talks about why he doesn't want Kofi Kingston anywhere near the WWE Championship as well, and why he keeps screwing him around. By the way, I got the last Slam Attacks you sent me. Awesome. What is happening? Nothing. We are going back to Vince McMahon right now. Vince McMahon is in the ring. He has got a tie on. He is smiling. And now he is saying words. He says he's prepared to give Kofi what he wants. An opportunity at WrestleMania. Someone in the crowd has got a Vince hates pancakes sign. That would explain it all. Last Sunday, we're going to see Okay, they're showing us Fastlane. Vinnie Mac. Remember what happened every time there was a unique opportunity offered in Lucha Underground. Do you know what? I haven't seen all of Lucha Underground. I don't know how to watch it. I really want to. It was on Netflix, but only American Netflix. We didn't have it on Netflix over here. I really want to watch it though, because it's done in seasons, isn't it? I'd love to just work my way through that. I could do that whilst I was editing a video. Days, do you have the Elite Sherry? No, I do not have the Elite Sherry. Is that, is it on the Smiths website, do you know? Have Smiths stocked it? Are they showing it in stock anywhere? Vince is racist. Well, that would explain things as well, if true. Days, how much do you like WWE 1 to 10? Well, I would say 1 to 10, in the sense of I don't know of another form of entertainment that can be as bad as wrestling at its absolute worst. Like, it's unwatchable. At times, it is just horrible. Like Bobby Lashley's sisters, or It's Your Life, Bailey. Those kind of just horrible, horrible segments. But at its best, there's nothing better. There is nothing better. So I can't give it a number. It changes all the time. There we go. Look, Vince saying... Vince says that he said he would make a triple threat, and he did. But he never said Kofi would be in it.
I do things like that for a reason, folks. When I say things, you better listen. Because everything I do is what I call a teachable moment.
A teachable moment?
Teachable moments are extremely important for me.
Oh, look at this. The New Day interrupt. Do you know what? I was learning stuff then. He was talking about teachable moments. I was sitting under the wisdom tree that is Vince McMahon, and the New Day have stolen that away from me. So I don't appreciate this interruption. I think Vince might appreciate it even less because the New Day are not clapping. They don't have any pancakes. They've got a very serious look on their face. All three of them entering the ring. Vince McMahon could probably do with a couple of stooges here, a couple of people just to have his back, because he is drastically outnumbered right now. Big Kofi chant from the crowd. Let's see how this plays out. 9 minutes left of SmackDown. He says, we're not in the mood for you to teach us a damn thing. They talk about going to India the other week. We don't threaten to leave if we don't get what we want. A little dig there. I like that. Yes. Big E. Big E is smashing it. Vince McMahon says, this man doesn't deserve a damn thing. This is spicy. He says, no one deserves anything. No one deserves anything. This is bigger than the New Day. This is ego. This is fascinating. That's what this is. Vince McMahon agrees. There is nothing bigger than his ego. Kofi, I tell you what, Kofi is just staring daggers at Vince McMahon. Absolute daggers. He's got his fists clenched. I don't know if he's ready to throw down. So, Big E talking about how the universe wants to see Kofi get that opportunity. Kofi really is squaring up to like Vince, staring him down. He's got a real stern look in his face. Big Kofi chant from the crowd. Vince saying, I wish he really did deserve this. Vince saying he's a judge of talent. Oh. Has Vince got a hearing aid? Vince has got something behind his ear. Is it an earpiece? Is it a hearing aid? Vince saying that what Kofi has done in recent weeks and in Royal Rumbles is incredible. But let's face it. One day you'll be in the Hall of Fame. But you won't be going in by yourself. Okay, so Vince is saying that the New Day are going to go into the Hall of Fame. I mean, not this year, just in the future.
Pretty smart, okay? At your age, you've got these two young bucks here around you, so you can take the glory and they do all the work. I mean, that's not to say I have anything against that. I don't. Kofi, you have a lot of qualities. Believe me, I wish you were up to par. You're just championship material. As a matter of fact,
Vince saying you're just not championship material.
and it's not. I was speaking to someone earlier today in the backstage area, Daniel Bryan, and I think Daniel really hit it right on the mark. He said, Vince, Kofi's awesome. He's a good B+ player.
Kofi is awesome, but he is a good B+ player. We've heard that before. Daniel Bryan was told that before. I love that. That's a great callback. This is very similar to WrestleMania 30.
For a free ride. I'm not asking for a handout. I'm not demanding
Kofi, a B+ player.
title. Nah, man, look. 11 years ago, I was just a kid with a dream. And that dream is damn near come true. I provide a great life for my family. I get to travel the world doing what I love to do. Entertaining the WWE Universe. I love it. My life is blessed.
Kofi says his life is blessed. He loves what he does.
Think that at some point over this 11-year period that I've proven beyond the shadow of a doubt to you many times over that I am worthy. But you don't see it that way.
Kofi says you don't see that I'm worthy. This is really good. This is really good, really interesting.
I don't complain about anything around here, man.
It feels real. It feels gritty.
In this ring, week in, week out, and bust my ass. I bust my ass, Vince. While other people are given opportunities because you consider those other people to be more worthy than me. I don't complain about that. I don't complain about the fact that you require me to be in this ring instead of at home with my family, missing weddings, missing birthdays,
He's talking about missing weddings, missing birthdays.
treating with my kids. Because I've always been here. 2 days ago, my son lost his first tooth, and I wasn't there.
Nails, and he says he's got goosebumps. This is a passionate promo. It is. It's kind of promo you can really get lost in. Just really getting lost in what he's saying. He's talking about not complaining about anyone that Vince has put ahead of him.
Have never allowed someone like me to compete or contend for the WWE title.
He says someone like me? What does that mean?
I have never complained, and I'm not going to start complaining now. What I need from you right here, right now, face to face, man to man, is for you to tell me what I need to do so that I can do it.
Kofi says, I need to know, man to man, face to face, what do I need to do so I can do it? Great. Great. Oh, Randy Orton. Randy Orton's music. We don't need Randy Orton getting involved in this.
All you have to do is to beat that man. Then you're going into promised land. You beat that man.
Samoa Joe's coming out as well. So Kofi's being told he's got to beat Randy Orton and beat Samoa Joe. I get a feeling we're probably going to get a few more people coming out because here come the Bar. Ah, Rowan as well. Gauntlet match next week. Wow. Samoa Joe, the Bar.
This is the opportunity
Can't beat him in a gauntlet match. Rowan, The Bar, Samoa Joe. It's all broken down now into anarchy. The New Day fighting off Samoa Joe, fighting off Rowan, fighting off The Bar. I don't know where did Randy Orton go? Vince has gone back to stand next to Daniel Bryan. I mean, the odds are stacked against Kofi here. We're going to have to wait till next week. Kofi is going to have to win a gauntlet match next week. That is going to be huge. That is going to be huge. Next week is going to be huge. Ah, guys. What do you think? I think overall the show is like a 6 out of 10 or whatever. But great. That promo at the end was brilliant. And we find out now what Kofi's got to do. If he is to face Daniel at WrestleMania, he's going to have to win that gauntlet match. There's no way, right? I've just got one criticism here. There's no way Kofi can win that match. There's no way. Like, he can't go through all of those people. He's going to have to cheat somehow. He's going to need the help of the New Day or something. I don't know. Kofi will get the massive underdog victory for his win at Mania. Big E and Xavier might turn on Kofi when he's almost done with the last opponent. Flat 5 rating, 7 out of 10. The promos were great. That promo at the end was great. The AJ Randy promo was really good. Wait, Days, are you doing a SmackDown review stream? No, we only tend to do those for the pay-per-view shows. I was only going to do them for the pay-per-view shows, but I was just genuinely interested to know what people thought of that, because I thought it was fascinating. This WrestleMania has been booked on the fly for the last 2 weeks. No exception tonight. 2 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. Aleister Black and Ricochet, they should not be teaming together. They are not a tag team. They don't know what to do with them. They could be having some fantastic... I mean, Aleister Black Nakamura, I just think is a match waiting to be had. Ricochet as well, you know. Imagine Ricochet versus Rey Mysterio versus Andrade at WrestleMania. Just take a second to think about that as a match. In fact, chuck Mustafa Ali in as well. Fatal 4-way. Fatal 4-way match. The winner gets to face Samoa Joe later that day at WrestleMania for the US title or something. I don't know. But just that match would be incredible. So I agree, yeah. Not the best of shows, but I do think that I do think that it was a brilliant promo at the end. I just don't know how they're going to book Kofi. I feel like getting called up is a demotion. Yeah, you're not alone with that. I certainly think the Ascension, Tyler Breeze, Ty Dillinger, American Alpha, I bet they all feel the same as well. Terrible, repetitive matches doesn't bump a 5, irrespective of promos. Okay, 10 out of 10, says Sean Kester. Are you watching 205 Live? No, I wasn't going to watch 205 Live, but imagine this. The Hardys interfere with the Bar. R-Truth costs Joe. AJ costs Randy Orton. Yeah, I could see that. It's going to need something like that. It's going to need people helping. I tell you what now, if Kofi wins that match clean next week and goes through all of them people, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because realistically, he can't win that match. Kofi Kingston is not superhuman. He can't get past Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, The Bar. You can't. He just can't. That's why Vince has done it. So I think that's a clever way to book their way out of it. Use all of these opponents to help Kofi. Is there anyone that's been by Kofi's side throughout the years that could come down and help? Maybe you could have different people from Kofi's past coming out to help Kofi. Like, do you remember, who was it? It was, Evan Bourne. Do you remember Evan Bourne? Like, they could bring Evan Bourne back just for this one match next week. But, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. Do you remember Air Boom? Air Boom, the tag team. I believe it was Kofi and Evan Bourne. Bring Evan Bourne back for 1 week and have Evan Bourne help Kofi get past someone. And then what you could do is, he helps Kofi. There's a nice moment between the two. Evan can be saying something like, "You got this. It's your time. It's your time." Or something like that. And you just get all these playbacks to, Kofi's career. And maybe, I don't know, who else was with Kofi? I'm trying to think back now. Who has worked with Kofi throughout the years that could come back and help him? And we get all these callbacks, all these, nice moments from his history. I really think that would be awesome. Evan Bourne would be amazing. Kofi's real-life best friend is CM Punk. But he won't help. CM Punk, it won't happen. Absolutely won't happen, but that would be crazy. The place, could you imagine? Could you just imagine, allow yourself for a little bit of fun, just for a second, just to imagine what it would be like for it to get down to the final two, which is, say, Samoa Joe and Kofi Kingston, and out of nowhere, CM Punk attacks. CM Punk jumps out the crowd, takes out Samoa Joe, just gives a little salute to Kofi Kingston. Another, "You've got this, bud. You've got this." That's all. Oh my God, it would be so good. It would be so good. That would be amazing. Cena could get involved, yes. R-Truth, Evan Bourne, Big E, Ziggler. Yeah, I would love that. Bring Evan Bourne in. He can eat all the pancakes. R-Truth, Shelton Benjamin, Heath Slater and Rhino. Kofi tagged with Randy. And R-Truth, he did tag with R-Truth. R-Truth could help him out. Could you imagine Punk versus Bryan at Mania? Don't make me dream. Yeah, that'd be incredible. I think we kind of want Kofi in that. I think we're trying to book that one more so. Yeah, that would just be incredible. Great callbacks. They'd be great callbacks. Luke Harper could return. Harper could take out Rowan. For do you know what I mean? Maybe it just comes down. Maybe that's the end. Maybe that's how the gauntlet match finishes. It comes down to Kofi versus Rowan. He's had a bit of help. Evan Bourne has helped him. Xavier, Big E have helped him. He gets down, he's knackered, he's out on his feet. He can't even throw a punch. He's just swinging away. He's dead man walking. Final person is Rowan. Harper attacks Rowan. The Bludgeon Brothers turn on each other. That would be cool. Miz could help. Start an anti-McMahon society. I love it. I tell you what, I wasn't sure about the match announcement. I wasn't sure about the gauntlet thing. The more we've spoken about it now, the more I'm sold on it. The more it sounds tasty. Raw is in Chicago. Next week. What? Imagine that. It won't happen, but just allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to imagine it. No way Evan is as unlikely as Punk. Why? Are they on bad terms? Where is Evan Bourne at the moment? I actually don't know where Evan Bourne is right now. But I'd be on the phone to him. If I was Vince, I'd be like, look, I've got a storyline. It's absolutely perfect. I need you next week. Shout out to Manuel Martinez. Jackson Oak saying Slam Master J, why not? Daniel Bryan turn on Rowan. Not sure. I feel like Bryan needs to be the heel going into WrestleMania. It wouldn't make a great deal of sense for him to turn on Rowan. Don't get your hopes up, guys. Yeah, look, we're going out there. We're just throwing a few ideas around. The promo was electric. It was a fantastic end to SmackDown. Really enjoyed it. The matches were trash. Most of the show was awful. But the promos were really good. Can't wait to see that Chicago crowd shitting all over this mess. Wow. Is it? You feel it is a mess? I feel like there is a way to book their way out of it. I feel like it's got great potential to be a mess. Don't make a mistake. They could absolutely mess this up, but there is a way out. There is a way to make this very interesting. Evan Bourne is in the Indies under a different name. Bourne's still on Impact. I haven't seen him on Impact for a while. Maybe he is. I don't watch Impact all the time. I just kind of watch highlights to tell the truth. So I honestly don't know. Wyatt could Wyatt could attack Rowan. You're absolutely right. Daniel attacks Kofi. Evan Bourne is in Impact. They've got an arrangement. I mean, look, maybe it is far-fetched, but they do have an arrangement with Impact. WWE don't see Impact as a threat anymore. Maybe back in the day when they were TNA and they had a bit of, TV and money behind them, and they had Angle and Hogan and all of that. Maybe then they saw them as a little bit of a threat. They don't see them as a threat anymore. And apparently they've worked with them. Impact have actually been over to WWE headquarters. They've, spoken about using footage for video packages, and there's some kind of relationship there. If they did want Evan Bourne, I'm pretty sure they could get him. They could do it. I would. Right now, if I was booking in WWE, I'd be on the phone to Evan Bourne. Matt Sydal. Evan Bourne's contract with Impact is up since the end of January, so he's a free agent. Guys, Evan Bourne is a free agent. He was in a big tag team with Kofi Kingston. He would be a perfect person, a perfect surprise to help Kofi get to that next level. Book it, Vince. Book it. Festus will return. Yes, definitely. No two ways about it. Festus is coming back for the gauntlet match. It is messy. There's a lot of people that are kind of down on it. There's a lot of people that aren't sure that it's a good idea, but I think it's all right. They've definitely done worse stuff. Right. Okay, that is it, guys. We are going to wrap it up there. Although Bruce Smith, let's see what he says. Do you think Vince McMahon wants Kofi to win the WWE Championship? Bruce, I actually said this earlier in the stream. I honestly think what's happening right now is they want Big E as a single star. I really feel like that's what they're trying to achieve. So, I think if you're going to break up the New Day and you're going to have Big E as a single star, this is a great way to do it, because you could put the title on Kofi and then turn Big E. Big E could then turn on Kofi, saying he wants the title. Now Kofi's got it. He wants it. Now if it's Kofi's time, it's Big E's time. And then you can book a match between Kofi and Big E. I think ultimately Kofi drops the title to Big E, and Big E is your champion going forward. A big heel Big E championship reign would be amazing, because then you've got Big E versus AJ Styles. What a great match that would be. Big E against Mustafa Ali. Big E against Rey Mysterio. Just opens up all these fresh matches. You can also do a New Day triple threat match. So I don't think, in all truth, I don't think Vince does see Kofi as a main event star. I don't think he sees him that way. But I do think he would definitely put the title on him. He put the title on Jinder Mahal. He put the title on The Miz. I think he would put the title on Kofi Kingston, but Kingston would be a transitional champion. He would only hold that title till he dropped it to Big E. Right, yes, let's end it there before we have any more questions and talk about things we've already spoken about earlier in the stream. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Feel free to put your scores in the chat so that anyone watching the replay of this live stream or anyone watching live right now can see what you scored the show. I would give it, I'm feeling a 6 out of 10. And even that, a vast majority of that is because of those promos. I thought the promos tonight were fantastic, but honestly, a lot of the matches, just pointless tag matches, which I absolutely hate. I've got no time for them. Shannon Pickett summing it up there. Look, 3 out of 10. Shrek out of 10 from Jackson Oak. No New Day is the best tag team. Here's my opinion. Kofi will never get a title shot. Nah, you see, they're building it up too much. There's too much smoke. They're not going to tease this and have the crowd chanting for Kofi, only for him to never get a title opportunity. I don't think that'll happen. I really don't think that'll happen. Vince hates him. I don't think he does. I think it's storyline. Right, that's it. That'll do. I'm getting sucked into even more stuff here. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate the support. We are back this weekend for the UFC live stream. We will be live streaming all our thoughts, reactions to UFC London. And, of course, we're back next week for Raw, SmackDown Live. We're working our way towards WrestleMania. Really appreciate the support, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. And hopefully, see you again next time. Bye for now.